High School Sports Live, in partnership with ABC 27 News, is proud to present the Dallastown Wildcats versus the Central York Panthers. This broadcast is brought to you by our premier sponsor, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency, and Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. Good evening, everyone. I'm Gary Sutton, alongside of me, Todd McCall, and we're in York County tonight here in the YAIAA Division I, and we got a cat fight in our hands tonight.
We do.
We got the Panthers, we got the Wildcats tonight. Wildcats from Dallastown, 7-4, 4-2 in the league. On the other side, we got the Panthers of York, Central York, rather, 8-4, 4-2. They all wish they were York right now because York's undefeated, 9-0. And on the other side of things, you've got New Oxford just a little bit ahead of them, and both these teams tied at 4-2. It's a big game here tonight. We start with Dallastown, first of all, Todd. And when you start with Dallastown, you start with a guy named Kobe Green. He's a 6'3" forward who gets it done at 14.5 points a game.
He's 14.5 points a game, but what he does is he hits the boards well, too. He's their leading rebounder. And as you know, you want to get stops, you got to get rebounds. The other thing is he's a slasher. He does a lot of little things. He has the potential, even though he's 14 a game, he has the potential to be a 30-point game type of guy. And I think tonight, they got a great crowd, by the way, Dallastown does. And I think on the road, he's the kind of guy that gets them going. And he's a high flyer as well.
And you talk on the other side for the Panthers. They're a team that scores a lot as well. They're averaging 64.1 points a game. But they've got a guy named Braden Richard who's getting it done. He's 6'4". He's getting almost 13 points a game for a very balanced lineup.
You know what? You said it. I was just going to say that they're balanced. He's 12-8 a game, 13 a game. Let's just round it up. He's a playmaker. As I watched film, what I liked about him, he can shoot it outside. He gets other people involved. He runs the floor well, plays great defense. But he's got 4 or 5 other guys around him that are 8, 7, 8, So when you got a balanced team like that, he's just the leader of a great balanced team.
He'll be wearing number 5 tonight, but they've got a lot of good players around both these two players we've talked about here. Interesting tonight, you look at Dallastown, you look at Central. Central, 71% for the free throw line as a team. On the other side, Dallastown at 58. That could be a big number here tonight if we come down to the wire in a close game.
Any coach right now will tell you as you're going into the season, now you're in January. Playoffs start becoming part of your mind. You start looking at brackets and you start looking at ideas and thoughts, and it comes down to this. Do you want to be a playoff team? Do you want to get York? Foul shots. 51%, it's going to make most coaches have a heart attack at night. You know what I mean? I remember going home late at night. Many times you would do the same thing. And when your team's at 51%, you got to practice them while you're in the game kind of situations. And I'm sure they probably worked on coming in there knowing this is a tight game. And there's no give in the division, though, Gary.
That's
no
exactly right. Tonight you could be 3rd in the division. You can walk out being 5th in the division. We got a real cat fight in our hands, and it's all coming your way on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
Welcome back to Central York High School here in the heart of District 3 country and right here in the heart of York County. And we are underway here as Dallastown is going to knock it out of bounds and Central Panthers will control the tap. Dallastown coming in here tonight, Todd McCall, 5-game winning streak. Central, 1-game winning streak. Both these teams have played a real high pedigree schedule so far, but they are battling it out for 3rd place tonight in the league, and that means a lot for the playoffs down the way for the YAIAA.
That's right. They got to keep their leverage. It goes on beyond just their conference play. It goes on to district play. So both teams, this is a tight game. This is one that both want to get badly.
What you'll see with Central here tonight is a lot of passing and screening and cutting. They are renowned for that. Kevin Sheeler's done a great job there over the years. Mike Grassel on the other side equally a great job for Dallastown. Both teams very well coached here tonight. You're going to enjoy this one. Tough shot there off the catch.
Richard took his first one. That's the one that you usually see him get. It's a 10, 12-foot jumper. Normally, what I've seen is he knocks it down.
See Dallastown do a lot more set stuff out of their offense here tonight as well, Todd.
Yeah, they'll go flex. They'll screen down, do flex. You see them right now. They're allowing, but Central's allowing to swing the ball. When you don't swing the ball in the flex, you can't get that bottom cut.
Both teams play predominantly man-to-man.
Well, there's going to be patience. You said it, Gary. I mean, Dallastown's already shown it right away. But, you know, Central York's not really exactly pressuring. They're playing a kind of a modified man, just kind of let them do what they want. And if they want to change that, they'll go out and get their men a little bit, and they'll get a little more aggressive defensively.
Baseline drive, kicking it back. First turnover of the night. Central on the run. Will pull up, look for a good shot. Great hard baseline drive. Might have been a call for no shot, and outside it goes. Downtown for Central York High School. And that bucket, knocking it down there, was Gabe Geidinger. It's his 11th three of the year.
So if he gets going early, he's one of those kind of guys that can hurt you. I mean, he doesn't always just, he's solid. That's the best way to describe him. Again, look at this patience Dallastown's going to exhibit.
One of the things you'll see with Mike Grassel's teams, lots of patience, take the shot they want when they're ready. Here's a good look for the quarter, but good defense closing out there for Central. Well, there's that flex cut you talk about so much, Todd. And quickly in there for two was Jaden Green for his first deuce tonight.
He's a great-looking sophomore. He's only a sophomore. He came off the screen, got what they wanted.
How about that look downtown? Not going to go. Off the hands of Eisenhart. Officials tonight, three great veterans here in York County. Phil Miller, Kevin Lawrence, and Shane Gemmel. Kevin Lawrence has done a number of state championships, as has Phil Miller,
yep.
so they're guys that have been around this game for a long time. And they're really good proactive officials. They'll talk to guys during the game. They'll stay out in front of the game. It's one of the reasons they're so good.
Got three great officials here tonight. Now, this is right here. As we watch this offensive set, it's just, that's a little different than the flex now. They're going three high. They're going to get a little more motion at the top. But those Central's just, they're going to allow them to do this, you know?
Little triangle basketball there. As you got three, one low post, one baseline. There's that flex cut again. One of the things you'll see in the York County League a lot, the York Area League rather, with some of these teams. Good drive to the basket. Nice finish on the drive by Kyle Richardson, a 6-foot senior. And quickly on the other end comes back Central, and a foul's going to be called. Should be marked up against Nick McGlynn on the hard drive to the basket by, guess who? Larry Hunt.
Central will, they're going to run with a purpose. So, you know, they'll push the ball, but it is, again, with a purpose. It's in a secondary kind of look. They'll swing the ball.
And there's Evan Eisenhart with his first shots of the night. Eisenhart, an outstanding free throw shooter. Second shot up and good. Central leads at 5-4 here in the early going.
It's really kind of what we're going to expect. I really think it's going to be all night. Trading leads.
Here you're back to the pure flex now. Although they don't run the down screen as much on this, it's kind of a delayed down screen.
Yes, it is, and it's slow developing.
Talk about the flex, you're talking a baseline screen and then a down screen. You'll see it side to side. It's kind of a continuity offense. There it is. Baseline screen, then the down screen. And then a takeaway. Pull up along the run. Nice controlled run by Central. And pulling up there is Alex Salter. He's in for two. And we got a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. Central leads it early here, 7-4 on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two. It's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
And there you see the starters for tonight. Our OSS Health starters for Central, and also our Commonwealth Charter Academy starters there. You saw our players of the game, Braden Richard, of course, on the side of Central, and then on the other side, Kobe Green. We talked about them tonight. Dallastown with the basketball. They're down by 3 here early, 3:46 to go here in the first quarter. Nice set piece coming out of there. They had the guy they wanted, just a little quick on the pass.
I was just going to say, coming out of that timeout, they wanted to get something. They knew it. They're down 7-4, but tough pass there. It was close, and it had a little bit too much on it.
Dallastown with 3 turnovers thus far in the game.
Let's see what Central York goes to. They're gonna move well. Look at this back door.
And they're just so fundamentally sound. As you see, sneaking on through there, Evan Eisenhart, he's got 4 points.
What a great move. You can't stand around. Central York's going to do really a good job moving in their offense. They never stand around. If you stand around more than a second, you got to move. And that's the discipline on this side of the ball.
They copy the old York Catholic offense with a few little wrinkles by Coach Kevin Sheeler to a T. They'll pass and screen until they get the shot they want. It's very fundamental basketball.
You run, if a guy overplays you, you back door.
Quick shot outside, buried downtown by Alex Salter. He's got a 3. He's got 5.
See, there's that balance scoring too, Gary. Right there, you see it. Everybody's putting the ball up. Everybody's potentially a good shooter on this team. Let's see what Dallastown goes. How they're going to come back here? They're going to need a bucket. Since that last flex cut, they have nothing right now.
There's a good look. That's how you come back right there. Get a good shot to the outside and find your main man, Kobe Green, for a 3. And quickly 12-7 now as they cut into that lead.
Yeah, he was a little quiet there in the beginning of the first quarter. Now he's going to see if that shot wakes him up a little bit.
Boy, what a nice clear out that time for Alex Salter, who's going to town here. He's got 7 points the first quarter. Another look outside, bouncing off the rim. Hauled down there by Evan Eisenhart.
Good movement. Here we go. Keep moving. You'll watch this team just I love to watch them offensively. Now that shot's a little ill-advised.
Yep, that was not out of their offense, and neither was the second one, really. I gave credit to Eisenhart there. I should have been giving credit to Richards. Forgive me.
Yeah, they cleared out for Richard in that last possession.
Right.
Yep.
Another turnover. Quickly, and boy, is Central quick on the return. Off the bounce. Kobe Green in for 2 more. He's got 5 in the game. The lead now out to 9 again. 16-7. Central leads it.
I would say the difference right now in the Panthers is execution. They're even executing in the secondary break or the run.
Great point, Todd. And you know, the other thing is those turnovers are piling up, and every one of those turnovers so far but one, the Dallastown Wildcats have had to pay for.
They have converted on turnovers.
They are really quick on the transition. Another look for the corner.
Now this can get dangerous for Dallastown if they're going to settle for just 3-point shots. I mean, Kobe Green is one guy who gets to the basket a lot. He hasn't really tried right now.
Look at the creation there by Kobe Green as he gets down the lane. Foul is going to be called on Dallastown. And I said Larry Hunt down the lane, rather. Foul called on Dallastown. That will be on Nick McGlynn. That's his second, team second. First shot up and good from Larry Hunt.
And now they're doing all those little things here in the first quarter, right? Converting on free throws, getting up the floor, pushing the ball, high percentage shots, layups. That's the difference right now. Not to mention they've knocked down the 3 ball when they've needed to.
Exactly right. Yeah, you got a 71% team here from the free throw line, as we mentioned early. Second shot from Hunt here going up. And that's also good.
And we got
how good are they? Haven't missed a free throw yet tonight during the first quarter.
That right there is just solid when you're trying to, when you got one of these tough games in the division. But tonight the crowd is great. I mean, both teams.
Here's a guy into the game, number 24, Trey Swigert, aptly named. He is 6 for 6 with a 3-point line this year, 100%.
See if he gets the opportunity.
Dallastown needs to be patient here and take points out of their offense. Too many threes so far. 5 turnovers here in the first quarter alone. There, almost another one, and it's going to be another one. 6 turnovers here in the first quarter for the Wildcats. Not what you want here, Todd.
No, it's not. I like what Dallastown tried to do. They're trying to get an inside presence with Day. They dumped it off to him. He just wasn't ready for it. It was a tough pass to handle, and another turnover. Dallastown tried to pick up the pressure a little bit. They're going full court man.
Here they are running that motion offense. They're putting people in motion all the time.
It causes that defense to sometimes not look.
They just find the open man so well. Good pass just in there from Hubbs. And the easy bucket for two. 20-7 the first quarter as the Panthers come blazing out of the gate. All here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
My father years ago told me, own your own business. That was my inspiration. And February 1st of 1996, we opened up as Capital Region Insurance Agency.
Throughout my entire life, seeing my dad how successful he was and learning the way he was actually able to communicate with people and help them, whatever their needs may be, it made me want to get more involved. I'm most proud of helping continue my dad's legacy, helping the surrounding communities, businesses, and families.
We try to wow our customers, let them know that we are here for them. If they can't get into our office, we would take the time and go visit them. This really differentiates ourselves from the 1-800-WHO-DO-YOU-GET. Whether it's financial services, auto, home, life, commercial, we hold their hands, bring them through the process. We let them understand that we know what we're doing and they feel comfortable when they leave here.
I think it makes it more personal and more family-oriented, definitely more of a friendly environment.
What I'm most proud of is the hard work, and it's enabled me to ensure clients, to provide protection for them, to let them sleep well at night.
Welcome back to Central Panthers Gymnasium here. And let's go to Charlie Fortney right now, who's got some comments after the first quarter. Charlie, take it away.
Guys, yeah, Central York is a typical Coach Kevin Sheeler team. Fundamentally sound. They have a great weight room here at Central York. All those guys are sturdy, strong, making fundamental plays. I do like what Dallastown did at the end of the quarter. Coach Grassel started pressing. I think Dallastown needs to press full court, try to get their athleticism involved in this game.
Charlie Fortney running the sidelines here for us a little bit tonight. Back here 20-7 as we start quarter number 2. Gary Sutton, Todd McCall, Chad Edwards, and the whole Invica crew here tonight. So glad to be bringing you this game here in the York Area League, Division I.
That's why I'm glad Charlie commented on what we ended the half with is Dallastown's going to try to pick up the pressure to get some things going because they're struggling scoring in their half-court offense.
Well, the other problem is turnovers are just killing them right now, and those threes are turning into the first pass out of the break like that every time. There you see Richard up again, and Richard missing one of the few tonight he's missed all night long.
And now here's where prime example to watch. Central York's going to have a lot of movement. Now, if you're playing man-to-man defense like Dallastown is, and you turn your back on them for 1 minute, they'll backdoor you or overplay them. If you're not help side, if you don't have 5 guys inside that paint, they'll beat you.
We talked about handling the basketball. Check this out. 6 turnovers for Dallastown, none for Central. And there's another pull-up shot by Richards. He is the real deal here.
Yeah, Richard, he is just, he scored. He loves that 10, 12-foot game. That's the lost art of this game, and he is an executor at that. And I like that, Gary, because it's a little bit old school, really.
Well, you know what you like out of Central is they're taking points out of their offense, not out of, hey,
right.
I want to shoot it.
Right.
It's a nice pass inside. Will not go. Zone rebound. He gets back here for Dallastown. Shot knocked away. Good scramble. Another turnover. Here comes Central again, and you're going to get a charge call, I think.
Yeah, that's going to go against Central York. A little bit of excitement there. They're pushing the ball. McMillan pushed the ball well. Going on the backside of here now, go back to Dallastown. They got Day inside to establish some height. Day goes about 6'3". He's long and lanky, but right now tonight, 2 passes inside. He's had a tough time handling it. But I like the fact that Central York is pushing the ball too.
Well, they're also playing a lot of people here so far. Into the game for Central York right now is James Howard, a 5'11" senior. There again, Central York 4 out of 4 for the free throw line in the first quarter. Dallastown hasn't been there yet. So it talks about those threes versus breaks and also getting in the iron for Central.
That's the one aspect I've never liked about the flex, even though around in it sometimes, is your guys don't look to get to the basket enough. Now this is what you need to do. Get to the basket, create.
See, that's a good shot out of rhythm right there. Still will not go. Yanked down by Central's Gabe Geidinger. By the way, the score was 4-4 at 4:33 of the first quarter. Since then, they're on an 18-3 run.
Wow.
Is Central.
Movement, look. Okay, if you don't have a shot, you pass and you move. It's a clinic on movement.
Another good look outside, buried. And all out of rhythm here again. We get another timeout on the floor for Dallastown. We'll take one as well. Central running away here in the first half, 25-7 on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Everybody's here for you. Every day, in every way.
We're here for you at every turn.
'Cause it's your trust we're out to earn.
At Jackie and Bubble Buick GMC, everybody's here for you with great people to serve you and great deals to wow you. Right now, save up to $11,000 off MSRP on a 2018 GMC Sierra Double Cab 4x4. So come on down to Jackie and Bubble Buick GMC.
'Cause it's your trust we're out to earn.
At Jackie and Bubble Buick GMC, better deals from a better dealer.
Breaking news, Team Pennsylvania AAU is now offering 4th to 11th grade AAU at the silver, gold, and showcase levels. TPA is known for high school showcase and known for placing players in college. Advanced Hoops will focus solely on skill training by professional coaches. Players from all over Pennsylvania will be trying out on February 23rd and 24th for Team Pennsylvania 4th to 11th grade teams. Go to www.advancedhoops.com to see the tryout schedule. Welcome back to Central York High School. Man, Central York is putting on a clinic right now on how to play basketball, Todd.
It's called movement and fundamentals. They're not turning the ball over, and they're utilizing turnovers. Matter of fact, they're scoring off Dallastown's turnovers. They've done everything right in the first quarter.
You got it right. 7 turnovers for Dallastown, none so far for the Panthers. Panthers are perfect for the free throw line, and they are running it out every time off every Dallastown mistake.
I'm not surprised that the Dallastown coaching staff talked about getting to the basket.
Nice job of working it inside, but again, you're going to get a tip this time. It'll remain with the Wildcats on the baseline.
But Gary, you mentioned it too. Dallastown's getting shots in rhythm when people go to the basket and kick out. Day had 2 shots in rhythm. He just did. They didn't fall.
So Dallastown will inbound on their own basket here. Taken inbound by Jaden Green. Controlled by Richardson.
They're being a little more patient, Dallastown.
I think probably Coach Grassel there at that timeout saying, hey, we can't be shooting outside and catching up in this game. Every time we miss, it's like the outlet pass for a fast break.
It is, and that's because of rotation, too. Dallastown's not rotating back. The point guard drives, no one's back. And Central York spotted that.
Central's giving up nothing in the middle of the court right now.
Good help side defense. They're getting in the paint. 5 guys in the black paint.
And the crowd's feeding on it right now. Look at that great pass, though, underneath. And again, Dallastown can't convert, but the foul on the play as Kobe Green will go to the line. Nice job of waiting. They got the nice cut off that flex cut underneath.
Well, what happened, too, is they left their feet. When you leave your feet, he went to the basket. He caught the ball in the air, left his feet. It wasn't really quite square to the basket, and that's where he missed that layup. Or it'd been an
Kobe Green only a 51% free throw shooter as he misses the front end. But you heard the crowd there from Central feeding off that defense.
Yeah. But like I said earlier, both crowds, student sections are full here tonight.
2 of the best student sections you'll find anywhere. 6 points now for Kobe Green in the game. Dallastown down by 17. Central with a basketball. Another long look. That will not go.
Guttinger had a good shot there. It was in rhythm. He's 1 for 2 right now from three-point line. So I guess you wouldn't say too much about that shot up 25-12. Goes down and you're up 20. You know?
Exactly right. Jaden Green picks up the foul. His first team 3rd against the Wildcats. Both these teams have played York High, who's the #1 team in their division so far at 6-0. And both of them got drummed by York High to tell you how good York High is.
Yeah.
Good rebound yanked down here by Nike McGlynn. How do you like that name? Might be one of our all-name team guys this year.
Exactly.
Another offensive rebound here picked off by Roman Owens. Yeah, the scores of those games, Dallastown lost to York High 80-48. Central lost to York High 74-49. So York High is the real deal here in the area right now.
And they're #1 in the state, so they're playing like they're #1 in the state.
Free throw is up and good. Coach Gallen over there doing just a great job. Into the game for Dallastown will come Cassius Day, another all-name candidate this year.
Yep.
This is the first time at the free throw line for Dallastown so far tonight. We're 4:23 here in the second quarter. Both shots good. Converted by Roman Owens, his first 2 points of the night. 25-9. Look at these cuts. Look at him wide open again.
A rare miss off 5 foot away there for
It
Central.
was. Gabe Geidinger was wide open. Oh, look at the block by Geidinger. A little bit of juice for missed that layup. Says, hey, I got to do something the other end. Show my coach I can play defense, right?
He came back. He literally came back after the miss and came back and make it defense. Check it out again. Flying across the court and makes the play.
What did they say? Most blocks are for the weak side. Now you're going to get a foul called against Central. Should be against Taylor Wright Rawls on the trip. And that'll be Wright Rawls' first foul. It'll be the team 4th here against the Central Panthers.
All right, let's see a Dallastown right here, down 15. Boy, you talk about a big possession. Just to keep edging back in here before half. They go to Day. See, stripped away.
Yep. 8th turnover of the game now for the Wildcats.
When they look back at this game film here, they'll talk today about keeping that ball strong in the chest region. When you bring it down lower, guards will steal it.
You know, you create possessions. 50% of it's getting the steal or the turnover. And then the other part is cash it in. And Central not able to do that this time as they get their own turnover. The first of the game for them. Second of the game for them, excuse me. 3:32 to go here in the first half. So glad you're watching us here on High School Sports Live TV. Coming up at halftime, we have the Jack Giambalvo halftime report featuring the Capital Region AT&T halftime stats, the Highmark halftime highlights, and we'll have the Jack Giambalvo halftime shootout. I mean, you won't even be able to catch your breath.
It's a full halftime.
Of course, Jack Giambalvo, one of the great names here in York area, and just do a great job giving back at the high school sports.
Dallastown just turned the ball over for the 9th time here in the half. And let's just see if Central York capitalizes, because that's what they've been doing tonight. They have been utilizing, capitalizing off turnovers. So going into halftime, that's the first thing the coaching staff will talk about.
There's a pull-up. That's the most dribbling I've seen so far, and Taylor Wright Rawls pulls up there. Only a sophomore, 6 foot.
Hey, I don't mind this if you're a coach. Kyle Richardson knew that his team needed something, right? So full speed, hard goes to the basket. At least he gets himself to the foul line.
Kyle Richardson went hard to the basket that time. He'll go to the line for 2. He's a 76% free throw shooter. First time at the line tonight. And you see right here. Goes hard to the basket, slicing through there. The foul will get called on Braden Richard. That's his first of the evening. So up and down here by Kyle Richardson. Richardson with 3 points on the night so far. He'll get a second.
Let's look to see if Dallastown will pick up full court. They're not in foul trouble. They only have 3 this half. I mean,
second one up and down.
Yep. Yeah, no. I thought maybe they might pick up a little bit of man here, see, but
we've not had a free throw miss for either team yet tonight.
That's a good sign for both teams here in the York Area League.
Especially for Dallastown, who shoots 58%. Again, a drive. Not going to go by Wright Rawls. Turnover again by Dallastown. Wright Rawls going up again. Check that on the drive. It'll be Larry Hunt.
Well, Larry Hunt is very active getting to the basket. He kind of got a little bit out of control there. The central ball out of bounds here. So,
you know what's interesting with Wright Rawls in there? They're not as effective a passing team right now. They put it more on the floor. Here's a good look downtown. Geidinger wide open. Man, O'Day. He's got 2 threes tonight. He takes it out of rhythm. 28-12. Central leads it. 2:17 to go to half. We'll take a break on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
What were you thinking, Chuck?
You're not 18 anymore.
Is my leg supposed to bend like that?
6 months on the heating pad. I hope it was worth it.
I wonder if cartilage grows back.
Yep, that's gonna break right in half.
This looks so easy on TV.
As a trusted local community bank, Mid-Penn Bank offers options for families, including Simply Free checking, a Young Savers account, great rates on CDs and money markets, and an array of financing options, including mortgages and home equity loans. Stop in at a Mid-Penn Bank branch near you or visit midpennbank.com to learn more. Welcome back to Central York High School here, 28-12. And the Panthers, as we said, have really put on a clinic, not only on the offensive end. 12 points are given up on the defensive end right now, and they forced 10 turnovers.
Yeah, they're playing both ends of the floor.
How about that drive, though? Coming out of the timeout makes you look like a genius as a coach. As in and up comes Kyle Richardson. He's got 6 points. He's
going to have to look to be a little bit more unselfish and do that a few more times because he's creating for Dallastown. He's going to get to the basket.
I'll tell you what, this guy has a way of just sneaking his way through. We're talking about Braden Richards, who's now got 8 points in the first half.
He's had a couple games that are 18+, so he can do that, no doubt about it. But being a balanced team, the other thing that Central does is play a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly right. Here's another foul on Central. So it'll send Dallastown back to the line. The foul against Central marked up on Evan Eisenhardt, his first, team 6th against the Panthers. Wildcats will keep it on the far side. One away from getting into the bonus.
Right now for Dallastown, Kyle Richardson is really kind of the hot hand, if you want to call it. He's scored the last 2, well, from the foul line and then a layup. Look to see if they find a way to get him the ball somewhere. They're
still running a lot of motion, but when he gets a one-on-one opportunity, it looks like he's ready to go. Like this.
Thought he might go there.
There's a pull-up along the baseline. Again, not going to go off Kobe Green's hands, and Central clears the board.
Kobe Green's cold tonight. I mean, he's really kind of a guy that, cuts, slashes a little bit, but not tonight. I mean, right now he just seems a little bit out of his element. It's on a hand check, I think, on Richardson.
Richardson's going to pick up the foul to be his first, be the team 4th. One of the things that you really talk about here, Todd, is Central's offense is like their defense. You make the defense play for a long time, so when you have it, they don't.
That's right.
And it's just as effective as their defense, which is very good.
There is a sense of time of possession. I mean, they have...
It's Richards, he's not going to get it. Dallastown yanks down the rebound. Nice pull that time by Dixon. And here's a guy that keeps on testing that defense right now. He's Richardson, but will not go.
He's been the one element that's been effective for Dallastown getting to the basket.
On the other end, a drive by Larry Hunt. He's not able to convert it. Quickly onto the other end is Dixon. And then you get the foul underneath. Looks like it'll go against Geidinger. For Geidinger, that'll be his first foul. And the team's 7th.
Gary, you probably see what I see. And Dallastown's a little more effective by pushing the ball up the floor. I think getting out in the outlets, getting out in the lanes, out on the ball and pushing is probably where Dallastown might make that adjustment at halftime. Like, hey, they have the ability to pull the ball because Central York, as you said, Gary, you said it, they will kill you in that half court with time of possession.
Here's our first missed free throw of the evening from Roman Owens. He'll get another one. He knocks this down. He's 3 out of 4 tonight, only a 50% free throw shooter, so he's beating the numbers. So Dallastown picking up the heat here a little bit now, face guarded on the inbound.
A little man-to-man.
Larry Hunt. There's a kick, got a wide open shot by Richards, buries it. Tell you what, you cannot let Braden Richard open. He knocks down a big 3, 33-15. The Panthers lead, 15 seconds to go here until the half.
Yeah, Braden Richards, that's why we highlighted him in the pregame. He's tough.
Under 10 now. You have to start going. There comes Richardson again, and Richardson has it blocked by Geidinger. Nice defense. 5 seconds to go here to the half.
Richard went down hard. I don't know if he got an elbow in the head or what. Try to see him getting up.
You got the John Thompson in there. You can see him, number 10, smallest guy on the floor at 4'11". But I'll tell you what, it's got a big heart. He's checking out now, and back in will come McGlynn.
He came in to, pick up pressure a little bit, and I think he does on-ball pressure.
Great defense. See Coach Grasso over there talking to him and talking about teaching all the time. Got 2 of the better coaches here anywhere in the area with Grasso and also Kevin Sheeler. So the ball will be brought in on the baseline. I think we got some blood there somewhere, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, he did take a shot then at Richardson.
So new player will get in there right now for Geidinger. And that'll be Trey Swigert. Let's see what Dallastown has. They're setting up in a box set here.
Is that right away?
Oh, what a great move. Stepping out and getting the layup to end the half is Kobe Green. Never set a screen, just faked, and then came behind the defender and got the easy layup. Good momentum there, but 33-17 here at the half. The Panthers lead the Wildcats. That's the half. Now a special interview with Charlie Fortney interviewing Dr. Abby Miller from OSS Health. Dr. Miller provides important information and education on concussions.
Guys, I'm here with Dr. Abby Kelly from OSS Health. She's a sports medicine doctor. Abby, you've seen your share of concussions in the office. Let's define what is a sports concussion.
A concussion is defined as a functional injury to the brain versus a structural injury like a brain bleed, stroke, things like that. So, you can either get hit in the head and sustain a concussion, or you can get hit in the body, which causes a rotational force to the brain. The brain rattles inside of the skull, causes an injury really at the cellular level.
Talk about what the signs and symptoms are of concussions.
Some key signs and symptoms of concussion include headache, dizziness, sometimes vision changes, nausea, even vomiting sometimes.
Let's talk about how you treat concussions.
Brain rest is the treatment for concussion, at least in the initial stages.
What is the return to play, the protocol for that?
I have them repeat what's called an impact test. The athletic trainer will take them through a 5-day return to play protocol.
You have 2 little girls yourself, and you were an athlete at Dallastown.
As a mother myself and kids that I anticipate will be involved in athletics, it's extremely important to get the word out on concussion and educate people.
And welcome back to our Jack Giambalvo halftime report. And we're ready for our Jack Giambalvo halftime shootout. Let's head on over to Charlie Fortney. Charlie?
All right, we're here at the Jack Giambalvo halftime shootout. Our first shooter tonight has a chance to win a 40-inch TV. Sporting the TV is the Central York cheerleaders. Let's give them a hand. All right, let's see if John Edris can make a NBA three-point shot. Go ahead, John. Oh! Okay. All right, let's give away 2 TVs. Let's hear it for Rodsky from the Dallastown student section. We want to give away another one. Let's go. Go ahead, Alex. Okay. All right, Alex, come grab your TV. Congratulations to Alex Rodsky from Central York, John Idris from Central York shot at a TV. That's our Jack Giambalvo halftime shootout.
Welcome back to the Jack Giambalvo halftime report. And how about John Idris, 40-inch TV? We'll take a break. We'll come right back. It's 33-17 at the half. 7:04 until we start the third quarter, all here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
Get all the benefits of a public school from the safety of your own home. CCA is an online public school that provides everything Pennsylvania students need to get started for free. Free laptop, check. Free textbooks and class materials, check. Help paying for internet service, check. There's never been a better time to make the switch. Enroll today at ccaeducate.me.
I can really buy local produce at Giant?
Yep, brought it in from our backyard. Well, not my backyard, but close.
Sweet.
Find out about our backyard at giantfoodstores.com/local. Giant, the official grocery store of the Philadelphia Phillies.
I got the phone call that every parent dreads. Our beautiful 19-year-old daughter Peyton had died. Sudden cardiac arrest had ended her precious young life. This #1 killer of student athletes and leading cause of death on school campuses attacked our family. Many heart conditions that can lead to sudden cardiac arrest aren't found during routine physicals. That's why the Peyton Walker Foundation provides free heart screenings for teens. Help prevent sudden cardiac arrest in your family. Visit PeytonWalker.org.
Come test drive the new Jeep on Stetler's amazing Jeep Trail.
During the Big Finish event, drive a 2019 Jeep Cherokee for just $199 a month. Yes, just $199 a month.
Drive better, drive Stetler at StetlerAuto.com.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rental, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your projects from start to finish. With 11 locations, Groff Tractor is always close by your equipment needs. Groff also offers 24/7 field service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Welcome back to our Jack Giambalvo halftime report. Gary Sutton, Todd McCall with you here, 33-17 at the half. Central York Panthers leading the Dallastown Wildcats. And let's take a look, first of all, at our Highmark highlights here. And we'll take a look at those coming up here in a moment. And you can see the highlights belong most of the first half to Central York, Todd McCall.
They do. It's just a movement, getting the ball around. Look at this, knocking it down when they need to, scoring inside the paint. They were capitalizing on turnovers by Dallastown.
On the other end, you got Kobe Green, who says, I can get a 3-2, and knocks one of his 8 points down in the first half. But then the quick transition on the other end by the Panthers, that was a hallmark of the whole first half.
Well, Dallastown didn't rotate back. And when you don't rotate back, Central York, saw that, and they capitalized on it.
How about Braden Rich with 11 points? And then you see this guy rattle it down. Alex Salter says, I could knock down threes too, makes 2 of them in the first half. But Richard putting it back in on a stick back. Look at the passing by this team. Richard showed he can go outside as well as inside too. And here's Dallastown trying to fight their way back right at the end of the half. A great move. You saw Kobe Green just faking, getting behind the defender who lost control of him and getting a bucket to take Dallastown into the locker room. Our Capital Region at AT&T halftime stats. Well, take a look at it here. Both teams shooting it well from the free throw line. Not only one missed free throw so far, but look on the side for Dallastown, 4 of 14. You got Central at 7 out of 18. 5 out of 8 for the three-point line for Central. 1 of 4 for Dallastown. Huge
and
difference
that's the
there.
difference. 5 from 8 from the three-point line. 10 turnovers to 2 turnovers. That shows you that Central York, they took and honored every possession they had in that first half. And that's the reason I think that, well, they're very effective. Not to mention their balanced scoring. Anybody who got a ball within rhythm can score it. Dallastown, one point that I did see, I think they can pick up the pressure a little bit and push the ball a little bit. I'm not surprised if they talked about that at halftime. Hey, pick up the man-to-man pressure, push the ball, give yourself some opportunities to get to the glass.
I think one of the things that happened in the first half, too, Dallastown got kind of lulled in to shooting that 3, and Central used it like a pass out of the fast break. They made them pay every time but 3 of them. And I thought that really led to a lot of easy buckets on the other end for Central in the first half.
Central York held Dallastown to 1 and done. They pushed the ball up the floor, and they utilized off of it.
Well, it's 33-17 here at the half. How do you get back in the game? We'll find out from Dallastown. How do you keep leading the game? On the other side, Central's got that in front of them here as we get ready to start the third quarter. We'll take a break. We'll be back. This is High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Everybody's here for you. Every day, in every way.
We're here for you at every turn.
'Cause it's your trust we're out to earn.
At Jack Giambalvo Buick GMC, everybody's here for you with great people to serve you and great deals to wow you. Right now, save up to $11,000 off MSRP on a 2018 GMC Sierra Double Cab 4x4. So come on down to Jack Giambalvo Buick GMC.
'Cause it's your trust we're out to earn.
At Jack Giambalvo Buick GMC, better deals from a better dealer.
My name is Monica. I'm an elementary school teacher.
My name is Mitch. I'm a graphic design specialist.
We have 4 children. Currently we have life and auto insurance with Erie. Our agent is helping us to move our homeowners insurance to Erie as well.
They've always been a good company and good customer service. If anything ever happens to me, my family will be protected.
Call Logan or Warren Stumpf at Capital Region Insurance Agency, 717-731-1142.
Welcome back to our Jack Giambalvo halftime report. About 25 seconds to start the third quarter. Take me inside Mike Grassel's huddle with Dallastown. How do you get back in this game here, Coach McCall?
I think the first thing he's going to talk to, he's going to go to his leader, Kobe Green, and say, Kobe, you got to provide some opportunities for yourself scoring-wise. I think the other thing is talked about, hey, we might have to pick up the pressure. But back here on defense, maybe a defensive change, maybe a zone.
If you're Kevin Sheeler on the other side, keep doing what you're doing. Your offense is like your defense. Make that Dallastown team have to work on defense to get some of those easy buckets we saw in the first half.
That's right. He's probably going to tell them, hey, we capitalize on turnovers, keep pushing the ball, and keep moving. Never stop moving. Do not stand around in our offense.
One of the neatest timeouts I thought Kevin Sheeler took in the first half. Taylor Wright-Rawls, a sophomore, got in there. Their passing game stopped for a moment. He took a timeout, they came back, got right back into the passing game. So he's saying, we don't put it on the floor that much unless there's a purpose, right?
That's exactly what it was. The purpose is to get to the basket if you're going on the floor with the Central York team.
Well, here is Central York with the basketball to start the second half in the hands of Larry Hunt. 33-17 the lead. You're watching it all on High School Sports Live TV here on ABC 27. Glad to be bringing this to you tonight from the YAIA Division I. This is a big matchup. Both these teams are 4-2 in the Division I, and they are in third place. Look at this. This is so annoying to have to play against this if you're defending all night.
It is.
That's probably not the shot you wanted, but when it goes down, you go, no, yes.
I think
Hunt gets his three.
I counted at least 5 passes in that possession, which you love as a coach when you're trying to be patient, and you got a bucket.
Well, and he got it the best look in the house, the top of the key. His first three, he's got 5 tonight. Richard led everybody in the first half with 11 points. It's a good pass by Dallastown, but again, there's Richard underneath playing good defense. Hard drive to the basket, and you're going to get a blocking call foul against Evan Eisenhart. That'll be Eisenhart's second, and heading back to the line is Kobe Green. You're starting to see Kobe Green pick up the game here a little bit.
And I know that Coach Russell talked to him at halftime and said, look, we know what you can do. He's a slasher. Get to the bucket. Pull up that little short jumper that you have.
Rattles one down. He's got 9 points tonight.
Create opportunities for yourself and your teammates. How do you do that? Get to the basket. Maybe get to the foul line. That's how you start coming back.
Second one also up and good. He's 3 out of 4 so far tonight. So 16-point lead, not something you can't overcome here.
It's exactly. You creep back in. See if you can get it to single digits going to the fourth quarter. You can be under 10, be at 8, somewhere around there.
Both these teams are built for a lot of passes. A tough pass there for Central. Lucky to hang on as Salter went high to grab it. And there's Larry Hunt. Wide open shot. Will not go this time, but the follow again by Geidinger, who seems to be everywhere. He's got 8 points this evening.
There was absolutely no box out on that play, and that's the difference. When you look back at some game film and you're in practice and you start pointing guys out for not boxing out, playing time, do small things if you want playing time.
Richard had the takeaway there off the defense. 11th turnover against the Wildcats, and Central will keep it underneath their own basket. 37-19, just started the third quarter here.
And when we talk about playing time, it's not to highlight anybody good or bad. Coaches will tell you, you want playing time, do the fundamental things. I need guys who will box out. I'm sure Coach Grassel and his staff talk about that.
Now Central go back into that passing game they love to do so much.
I don't know if Richard got away with the walk there. I heard Dallastown yelled out. I think they might have been right.
Geidinger going up and following his missed shot. He'll go back to the line as the foul will go against Dallastown.
Geidinger is 6'3". He's all around the glass, and tonight he's actually dominating both ends on the glass.
There you see McGlynn with his third foul as Geidinger back at the line. Again, a team shoots 71%. Geidinger only a 67% shooter. He's not even the best one.
You know, for as big as the crowd has been, or he is right now, they're very quiet.
Yeah, they are. I think these two teams are the kind of teams that can put you to sleep a little bit with the way they play.
It's just offensively, they're both very patient. I give Dallastown credit too.
They're meticulous. I mean, They just really, a lot of good short passes. If you like old school basketball with cutting, passing, and screening, then you love this kind of game. Here's Geidinger with his second foul of the night. First team foul of the second half. And it's reminiscent for a lot of years. You saw it down here too. I know beat up in the mid-pen there. York Catholic played like this. York Catholic would play great defense. They could match it sometimes full court, half court. but they would pass, cut, and screen until they got what they wanted.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm seeing here tonight.
One of the reasons they won 3 state championships. Make that 4 state championships, forgive me.
That and great players.
Yeah, really good players, great coaches. Gary Markle, Mike Kesey.
All those guys, yeah.
Another guy who really started that whole program, Jim Forgin, who I understand is not feeling too well right now. Our call out to him. He's a great guy, one of the great thinkers of basketball. His son, of course, Jim Forgin, went and played for Penn State then later on.
Yep.
Here comes Central, and you're going to get a walk here. Just didn't quite have the handle that time. Only the 3rd turnover of the game now by the Panthers.
And it's just a small mistake. They had only, like you said, 3 total. They had 2 at halftime. Just try to get going a little bit too fast there. Hurt did.
That one of the things that's missing in the game now, the beauty of the easy pass. Nice pass to the baseline, and converting is Roman Owens, and Owens with 5 points tonight. There is a beauty in the easy pass, and we see so much. Everybody wants that killer play all the time. But here's a game where you watch the easy pass being made, you're going to find a lot of open shots.
Well, kids want to awe everybody. They want to awe you, even beyond scoring. They want to awe you with the dribble or break you down. And my question used to be, did you score after that breakdown? Or did you score after that beautiful pass? If you didn't, then it's nothing really to be excited about.
Well, I always told my kids there's nothing on the board there that says style.
That's right.
Only but 2 and 3, or 1.
It might look good on YouTube, but in the end, it's got to resort to 2 points or 3 points, whatever the case may be.
That's a 4th turnover against Dallastown here. They made 2 already this quarter, only had 2 at the half.
That's what he does. That's what Kobe Green does.
What a great move. He's got 12 points now as Kobe Green to the basket quickly, and lead now cut to 15.
He was just so silent in the first half, and I just wondered when he was going to get going. Towards the end of the 2nd quarter, he knew he had to pick his game up a little bit.
Larry Hunt right out of rhythm. There it is again, and you get Richard wide open for a 3. Richard's now got 14, and down on the floor is Kyle Richardson.
So Richard just shot that last shot, and it wasn't contested. Not a hand at all, and that's the big problem right now. So when you go back to look at this and look at this film, and I know a lot of kids tape these games or record these, when they watch it for themselves, uncontested shots from great shooters are going to result as points.
We'll take a break. We'll come right back here. It's High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
My name is Monica. I'm an elementary school teacher.
My name is Mitch. I'm a graphic design specialist.
We have 4 children. Currently we have life and auto insurance with Erie. Our agent is helping us to move our homeowners insurance to Erie as well.
They've always been a good company and good customer service. If anything ever happens to me, my family will be protected.
Call Logan or Warren Stumpf at Capital Region Insurance Agency, 717-731-1142.
Well, that last play, Kyle Richardson went down. Take a look at why. This is one of the things we see in basketball, stepping on your own player's foot, and you can see him go down like a rock. He's getting up good and walking off the court under his own power, and everybody giving him a round of applause for that. So there you go. 18 points right now is tied for the largest lead in the game. It was 25-7 and 41-23, now 41-23 as we said. So 4:46 to go. Glad to see Richardson coming off the court there under his own power. Back into the game is Nolan Hubbs now for the Central York Panthers. Dallastown with the basketball. The Panthers pressing full court.
So now Central York's going to bring back a little bit of pressure. See if they can widen this lead even more. Dallastown's going to have to break the pressure, which they did. Man-to-man's kind of easy. You can clear out. And that's what they did. Look at the patience.
Another good backdoor by Dallastown. Nice try at the finish there. Going to the basket. Can't quite get it home was Jaden Green. And the ball be lost out of bounds by Central in a scramble. There you see Kevin Sheeler, the really successful basketball coach here at Central. This guy's one of the most patient guys you're ever going to see in your life. His dad, one of the really good referees in this league, too, for a number of years. Another good move. Boy, good pull-up that time by Green. You thought maybe he was going to get it just off the front of the iron.
Yeah, you want to see a kid like him get going because he's such a good player to watch. I mean, now he's at least doing some of the things he's been doing all year, and that's getting to the basket, the little soft jumpers.
Long look will not go. Off the hands of Salter. He's got 2 trays tonight. Love the spacing for these two teams, Tom, and you watch how they space it about probably 12 to 13 feet every time.
Both of them run similar offenses, really. I mean, now they're going away. Dallastown's going away from the flex. And
how about that? Right out of the offense, you see Roman Owens getting his first 3. He's now got 8 points in the game, so nice possession that time, good rhythm.
And there's going to be a foul call. I don't know, I mean.
Foul's going to be against Michael Dixon just into the game. Michael Dixon, a 5'10 sophomore for Dallastown. His first term, team second here in the second half. Both teams with 2 fouls here in the second half.
Let's see if, Central York, that's the other thing they're going to do. I've noticed coming out of, underneath their basket, they've got some nice go-to plays to get buckets. So they'll just go back to their offense and they'll lull Dallastown asleep.
That's what you do. You constantly make, and with Dallastown, you're making them try to step up in lanes. You're looking to backdoor them, maybe get a quick one-on-one move to the basket. I mean, they just break you down. It's like watching the little bit of the weave there. They give you all kinds of aspects.
They go 3-man at the top, 3-man type weave.
And then you get something like that where you get a drive to the basket by Salter.
And I think that was on the pass. I really don't. I think it was attempting to pass. I don't know. Yeah. So they'll take it on the outside out of bounds. He wasn't shooting. He wasn't in the act of shooting.
Foul will be marked up against Jaden Green. That's his second. Team third against the Wildcats. Into the game for Dallastown now will be Cassius Day, 6'5" junior. Also at the other side is Tyquez McMillan for the Central York Panthers.
McMillan gets to the basket really well, too. He's missed a couple bunnies when he was in the game earlier in the first half. We'll see if he settles down here.
It's been interesting. You saw Taylor Wright-Rawls in there earlier. He's not been back, and I thought he's a guy kind of left their offense a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe getting a little lesson right now. There's Richard. Not a necessarily great shot there. Picked off by Jaden Green.
It was a tough shot. He was kind of fading away from the basket instead of going towards the basket.
Oh, someone's sporting a hot hand right now. His name is Roman Owens. 2 threes in the last 3 possessions. He's got 8 points in this quarter, 11 in the game.
It was a nice shot in rhythm again. Same place he made the last shot. Now he's getting after it.
12 points. Dallastown with another steal. And then into the basket. You might want to get a timeout if you're Kevin Sheeler. As Dallastown on a run right now. As the run out there by Kobe Green. And they pulled it to within 10 with 2:11 to go in the third quarter here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Today's Advanced Hoops tip will feature Archie Smith. Fasten your seatbelt.
To become a top defensive player, you need proper lateral technique. The cone-to-cone lateral slide drill will help a player practice getting quicker. It's important to keep the feet wide while the player is in a sit-down position with the back upright. When sliding back and forth, avoid crossing the feet or bringing feet together. Big focus on short, choppier steps. The lateral cone drill is just one fundamental a player will learn in my class.
Hey, breaking news, Team Pennsylvania AAU is now offering 4th to 11th grade AAU at the silver, gold, and showcase levels. Team PA is known for high school showcase and known for placing players in college. Advanced Hoops will focus solely on skill training by professional coaches. Players from all over Pennsylvania will be trying out on February 23rd and 24th for Team Pennsylvania 4th to 11th grade teams. Go to www.advancedhoops.com to see the tryout schedule.
41-31, and this is the difference. Kobe Green starting to get activated a little bit, getting to the basket, and Roman Owens knocking down 2 shots within rhythm. Now, this might be something where you just look a little defensively, a little different. Or Dallastown, maybe they talked in the huddle about push the ball, just push the ball.
Well, I think Dallastown has picked up their defense this quarter, too. Central's not getting those easy shots out of their offense that they were getting in the first and second quarters.
And they're going to come full court man-to-man right now on Central.
2:11 left here in the third quarter, and Dallastown has definitely picked up their defensive step. Big possession here for the Panthers out of the timeout.
This Dallastown crowd's been waiting for something exciting to get behind their team.
Boy, what a dump off by Larry Hunt. And you saw Richard right underneath the basket. Hunt with good penetration. There stood Richard waiting for it. He'll go to the line for 2.
I think the foul calls against Roman. Is it against Roman Owens?
Goes against Roman Owens. That'll be his first. Team 4th here as Richard going to the line He's a 72% free throw shooter, but misses this one.
Man.
His first time there tonight.
And you hear that Dallastown crowd just starting to pick up again. They kind of sense what their team can do. And they've been waiting for that excitement a little bit here tonight.
Richard second one up, that's good. He's got 15 on the night, does Braden Richard. So the revolving door is happening over there in the sideline as far as subs. As Coach Grassel making sure he keeps his team fresh here for the final run. Under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Dallastown on a good move here. They've gotten back in this game after being down by as many as 18 points. I think the nice thing here, Todd, is they've got in a position where they can afford to be patient again.
They can, and this might be a good one. McGlynn just coming off the bench cold, but he got his own rebound.
First shot all night taken by Nike McGlynn. You're going to have a jump ball on the floor. Ball will stay with the Wildcats.
I like the hustle out of McGlynn. I mean, he missed that shot. He knew better get that thing back coming off that bench cold like that. Taking that first shot when he got it, but he got it back. Now it's underneath here. Good opportunity for Dallastown honoring possession.
Long look downtown, will not go. You see Larry Hunt coming up with a loose ball.
He used a little acrobatic move there to stay in bounds.
Oh, and a missed three on the other end. Central gets their own rebound. There's Larry Hunt trying to get out of trouble. He'll turn it over. Fifth turnover against the Panthers, and then the Panthers knocking it out of bounds. Will remain with the Wildcats. So again, Dallastown's defense has really picked up here, Todd McCall.
It is. They knew they had to. I mean, they started getting, at one point, they're almost buried in this game. They're getting back in. Here's a guy who can help you get back in it quick, and that's Kobe Green. I think the ball's got to be in his hands.
Okay, both teams just playing great man-to-man defense. Get this as your a teaching film, right?
Exactly.
Oh, and Dallastown's going to get called for the turnover here, or the quick
timeout.
Timeout.
Yep, they got the timeout.
Mike Grassel on top of right in front of their bench. 42-31, 54 seconds to go here in the third quarter on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
I got the phone call that every parent dreads. Our beautiful 19-year-old daughter Peyton had died. Sudden cardiac arrest had ended her precious young life. This #1 killer of student athletes and leading cause of death on school campuses attacked our family. Many heart conditions that can lead to sudden cardiac arrest aren't found during routine physicals. That's why the Peyton Walker Foundation provides free heart screenings for teens. Help prevent sudden cardiac arrest in your family. Visit PeytonWalker.org.
We got two great student sections here tonight. The Mid-Penn Bank student section, and there you see the Wildcats at Dallastown. On the other end, you got the Central York Panthers, and they have both been great here tonight. Ball belongs right now to Dallastown, and we'll get another timeout. So we'll take one as well. 54 seconds to go here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Everybody's here for you every day in every way.
We're here for you at every turn.
'Cause it's your trust we're out to earn.
At Jackie and Bubble Buick GMC, everybody's here for you with great people to serve you and great deals to wow you. Right now, save up to $11,000 off MSRP on a 2018 GMC Sierra Double Cab 4x4. So come on down to Jackie and Bubble Buick GMC.
'Cause it's your trust we're out to earn.
At Jackie and Bubble Buick GMC, better deals from a better dealer.
54.1 seconds to go here. Dallastown with a huge possession right now. They're down by 11, the closest they've been the whole game. Well, actually, they were down by 9 a few moments ago. Here's a steal, though, as they turn it over.
And you just saw the Dallastown coaching staff's heads down, players' heads down on that because they knew how big that possession was right there.
Only the second turnover this quarter after having 10 in the first half.
Kobe Green gambled a little bit there out on top of the key.
No good. Those shots were dropping in the first half for Geidinger, so the Wildcats get it back again. There's a three off the hands of McGlynn, Nike McGlynn. Panthers coming back on the other end, looking to try to create something here. You notice right now Central's putting the ball on the floor a lot more. They're not getting back in that passing game that's been so good to them.
They've got out of rhythm in their offense a little bit. I mean, even in those two huddles and that talking in that timeout, they probably said, hey, we just get back to moving the ball like we do. We don't have to get crazy and anxious right now. We're up 42-31. Move the ball. Let's get a good basket. Maybe this, they're the kind of team you can say, hey, I only want layups, and that team will get just layups.
Michael Dixon back in there for Nike McGlynn, who missed his last 2 threes. And here's another steal.
Turnover for turnover is what happened there almost.
I think that's exactly what happened there. 1 turnover either side. 13 now for the Wildcats, 6 for the Panthers.
Getting a little sloppy here in the second half.
A little choppy right now. 12.4 seconds to go. Big possession here for Central. Trying to get momentum back on their side.
McMillan will get to the basket when he can.
Wildcats hunt. Long look downtown, will not go. And pulled down by the Wildcats, 42-31. We head to the fourth. All here on High School Sports Live TV.
Just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
To hear a kid say that they're concerned about their safety in a school environment is it's heartbreaking. I'm sorry. I need my kids to be in an environment where they can actually focus on their education. That's paramount to me. The school does what it says it's going to do for the families that they serve.
There's never been a better time to make the switch. Enroll today at ccaeducate.me.
And we want to head over to Charlie Fortney, who's got
the
some thoughts on the third quarter, and here he is.
Now they're playing a lot grittier, but I think we got to go to big number 33, Cassius, establish some sort of post game. This game's not going to be won or lost on 3-pointers. Down on the ground here, Cassius can't get open inside. If they can find a way to get him the ball, that could close the gap for Dallastown going into the fourth.
Dallastown 14-9 that quarter, closes the gap down to 11, and we are back for the start of the fourth quarter here. A cat fight it certainly is, but Dallastown has had to play catch-up the whole game so far, Todd McCall.
Yeah, and they've got to get a stop here. I mean, once Central New York gets back into their patient offense and gets a bucket, then they settle down.
Oh, what a good block. Blocked there by Kobe Green. Long shot, and that's a big stopper that time for Central York, as again, it's Alex Salter with 3 threes tonight. He's been outstanding.
See, and they just were patient, took the time, come out of the third quarter, into the third quarter, was patient, got a shot within rhythm.
I think for a coach like Kevin Sheeler, it's so important to say, here's who we are. We are a passing, cutting team. And when your team kind of leaves the corral, you got to get the Colts and get them back in there real quick, right?
Exactly. So let's see what Dallastown gets here. They've been real patient, but they're going to have to start attacking the glass a little bit. They started getting a little more aggressive in the second half here. Move the ball, get to the glass.
That was a deflating three there for Dallastown to start the third quarter. They're now down by 14.
A backbreaker is what it was.
Inside look. Cassius Day, and Cassius Day, just as Charlie said, finding that inside, and Cassius Day in for 2. That's his first deuce of the night.
Yeah, Day had a couple opportunities in the first half, and he didn't handle the ball very well. Got it stripped away from him, but now he comes back and gets a bucket.
Give credit to Kobe Green for creating that really good passing angle to him in the post. Now Central can afford to get back into that passing game or the quick drives like that. That wasn't a great shot. And again, not a great second shot, but Central still has it.
Has 3 rebounds in that possession where they're at Central York's attacking the glass. Dallastown needs to get a body on somebody and box him out.
There's a wide open lane to the basket. Beautiful drive by Taylor Wright Walsh, who that time took the drive out of the offense.
And yeah, he did, exactly. But you know what? That could have been avoided by a rebound.
Pull-up shot, not going to go. Another rebound by Cassius Day, who's come alive here. Day puts it back up, won't go. Taken down by Wright Walls. Wright Walls, back outside it goes. On the break, dump underneath. Great basketball, guiding her in for 2.
Central York just picked their game up a little bit again. They knew that this lead was kind of shortened.
11 points now for Geidinger, as getting fouled will be Kyle Richardson.
Now the Central York crowd starting to wake up, asking Dallastown crowd why they're so quiet, and that's what happens. Central York starts scoring again, quiets Dallastown. Dallastown cannot lose that little edge they had starting the third quarter. Now it's getting the ball to the basket.
Second foul on Geidinger. And the ball be inbounded here from Roman Owens. So Dallastown, this is a big bucket here. They climbed the mountain, but they're right back to where they were at half, down by 16. Really moving the basketball well. Good defense here by the Panthers. But Dallastown breaking it down well that time. We saw Jaden Green got a good live shot to the basket, couldn't convert the layup.
He didn't. Jaden Green's a nice sophomore player. I think he has that potential to do what he just did there, and that's get to the basket.
The 14th turnover now against the Wildcats. Central getting the full heat now from the Wildcats. Double teamed in the backcourt. And it goes to Wright Rawls. Underneath, Rawls. What a great pass from Rawls. And he finishes it off to Geidinger.
That was a beautiful play, well executed, got to the basket. They know what they want to do.
13 points for Geidinger. And then you get a steal under the basket off the miss. And that's Jaden Green, Johnny on the spot, or in this case, Jaden on the spot.
Yeah, used a little mic and drill. He probably does in practice.
Look at that, another great pass. I'll tell you what, Geidinger is a recipient, but what a wonderful job of creating that by Evan Eisenhart. What an unselfish team.
It was. They are as a whole. They play so well together, function well together. I like Geidinger's game tonight. He's done a great job.
They are so good in transition, making the quick passes. Let's go over to Charlie Fortney very quickly. Charlie?
Excited to see Central York next Friday on High School Sports Live against York High, the #1 team in the state. I like the grit, the strength, the power, the fundamentals of Central York. Not sure if it's enough for York High, but we got that live on TV next week.
Exactly right. We're looking forward to that one. And the first time around was 74-49 York High. Why do I feel like this is a better team right now?
They're definitely a better team. They're just more patient, and everybody's contributing. Everybody comes off the bench, gives good, solid minutes.
Nike McGlynn off a good set piece there, getting his first steal of the night. Here comes Dallastown. Tough shot from Michael Dixon. Central keeps it alive. Here they come again.
They're just out of control a little bit, Dallastown.
Right Rawls couldn't quite get the angle. Dallastown's got it back. We're running right now. And there you see Richardson going up against Geidinger. And Geidinger is going to be called for his third foul. So 3 fouls now on Gabe Geidinger. And out of the game will come Wright Rawls. I think Kevin Sheeler's doing a lot of teaching tonight to the sophomore.
I do. He's giving you some opportunities. You know, he does. Here's one thing:
plays.
If you play on the Central York team, you can't turn the ball over.
No.
That's you come out of the game for that. And that's routine for a coach.
Turnover number 15 now against the Wildcats, who had been pretty good here in the second half. Better than they were in the first half with 5 turnovers. Still, it's 5 turnovers. They giving away 5 possessions.
They settled down more in the second half. But it's still, they're playing such a good, offensively functioning team.
There's a different look for Dallastown.
Little zone press now by Dallastown.
Central will throw it away here. It's the 7th turnover now for the Panthers, as they showed you a little different half-court trap look.
And could be effective, although Central York they got a turnover. Dallastown got a turnover out of it. So if they score, they'll go back to it.
Now here you are under 4 minutes. This becomes the coach's game now, where you say, okay, we're going to pass. We're playing the clock. For Dallastown, there's not enough time. You got to find ways to create quickly like this. And you get it to that guy, and you can have things happen in a hurry. That's Kobe Green. He gets a chance to finish off a 3-point play the hard way.
Kobe Green, like I said, he was a little quiet there in the first half, but in the second half, he's playing way better. He's playing where he should be.
Good Mike Grassel, not using the timeout. He's got his players gathered on the court right there, as Green is going to miss the shot. And apparently they did not give him that. They said it was on the floor. So his first miss tonight. And he makes the second. 15 points now in the game for Kobe Green, who certainly showed us a lot here this evening. 15-point lead for Central. You're going to see Central now try to get into some kind of passing game or get into something like that. Easy shots again. How about Geidinger, who moves so well without the basketball? He's got 15 points tonight.
Well, it was a 1-2-2 zone press that Dallastown put on him, and Central York broke it really easy.
And now you got the outside look for threes, and that's not where you want to live. And then quickly, the other direction, Geidinger running the lane again, and Geidinger, 2 more. You talk about a guy who runs without the basketball. This kid gets it done. He shot 3s in the first half. The second half, he's got 5 deuces.
Yeah, he's playing well, real well. He gets up and down the floor, and he's a recipient of easy buckets off of the fast break.
There's Richardson. Richardson up, not going to go. Yanked down by Hunt. Now, if you're Central, you start to just play the clock.
You can just be patient. You don't have to score right now. As long as you got the possession, the rock, you can score easy buckets, all layups. Only a layup right now. That's what they'll do.
Rule that when you have it, the other team doesn't. If you're 19 points up, you probably don't need that pass, and you probably don't need that shot.
You really didn't need that pass, but you did get an opportunity at a layup right there. You just missed it.
Right. And then you get a foul, and you give Dallastown a chance to score with the clock stopped. You say, well, we're up 19. But, Coach, you know yourself, Coach, you don't want to see sloppiness coming down the stretch.
No, you start looking at that, and you go, hey, this is how we end up losing games and close ones down the stretch. Utilize start great, finish great.
Here's Eisenhart with his 3rd foul. So heading on to the line now will be Michael Dixon. He's not been there tonight. Dixon only a sophomore, 5'10", and Dixon's first shot looking pretty good there. Nice stroke. So Dixon will get a second here. Both these teams are quality teams. I mean, you just love watching the way they play basketball.
Well, they go hard. I mean, both teams, we can say this. This whole basketball season, teams have gone hard.
Timeout on the floor, 17-point lead, 57-40 Central leads it on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Today's Advanced Hoops tip will feature Duke McCamey, our post-training expert.
One of the key moves I teach young players is the drop step. It's important to establish position first with both feet in the neutral position. Allowing players to choose either pivot foot, depending on the defense's position. Once you secure the ball, using a power dribble, drop step toward the basket with 2 hands to seal the defender. This will help a young player finish with great balance. The drop step is just one move a young player will learn in my post class.
Don't forget, after the game, we'll have the Giant post-game show. We'll feature the Pizza Hut play of the game and the Hoffman Ford player of the game. I like the back of those sweatshirts there. Central versus everyone. How do you like that, Coach McCall?
I just noticed that, and I'm like, hey, you got a little chip on your shoulder then. And, with York coming up, getting through this, New York's next Friday, but they got a game Tuesday night yet, too. So they're not even thinking about York. They're thinking about finishing this one off. They'll go back and look at some stuff on game film, and they'll say to themselves, okay, we could do this better, we could do that better, but we did this really well.
York High is averaging beating teams by 25 points a game. They're at 9-0 in the season, 6-0 in the league. New Oxford is in there at 5-1. They're having an outstanding season, 8-3. Then you get Central and Dallastown at 4-2. And then always dangerous Northeastern, 3-3 in the league, but 8-4 overall. They're kind of having a little bit of a rebuilding year after some of the great years the last couple, one in which they got to the Eastern Final 2 years ago. So, I mean, you've got up top there, you've got 5 great teams right now, and then Red Lions at 5-6, and they're capable of playing with a lot of these clubs.
Oh, yeah. Coach Steve Smill down there. I coached him a little bit.
You go breaking the press here, and then you're going to see a double team in the half court. Central wide open.
You look at that right when the ball went into the elbow. It's going to be a back cut for Central York, and it's all going to be a layup. Like they're still executing even late in the game here with 2:11 to play.
I think right here, if you're Kevin Shield, you're telling your team, make that easy pass, make the easy cut. We don't need to score. Get it out here into the backcourt. That's exactly right.
McMillan trying to bring the pressure a little bit for Dallastown on top of the key there.
This is time and score situation right now. You want your team to be good handling the basketball. You can see Larry Hunt doing a little Curly Neal imitation here. And timeout by Kevin Sheeler. We'll take one as well. 1:57 to go in this one. 17-point lead for Central as they're trying to bring it on home here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
My name is Monica. I'm an elementary school teacher.
My name is Mitch. I'm a graphic design specialist.
We have 4 children. Currently we have life and auto insurance with Erie. Our agent is helping us to move our homeowners insurance to Erie as well.
They've always been a good company and good customer service. If anything ever happens to me, my family will be protected.
Call Logan or Warren Stumpf at Capital Region Insurance Agency, 717-731-1142.
Welcome back to the Central York Panther Gymnasium, where the Panthers have sharpened their claws tonight so far on the Wildcats, 57-40 with 1:57 to go. They've got the basketball. Todd McCall here.
Well, and right now, just out of that timeout, I know Central York's talking about, hey, look, we don't need to get anything crazy. They're going to come start fouling us. We just want to be patient, layups only. No sense in like taking an ill-advised shot. Let's take this home for 157 and win it.
Watching Coach Grassel over there on the other side for the Wildcats, one of the outstanding coaches in the area, and still teaching his kids over there as well. So you like to see teacher coaches teaching all the way to the end, no matter what the situation.
And see, Dallastown had won 5 straight coming in, so
exactly.
You know, they'd been on a roll here. They really had, I thought, had a nice advantage coming in this game, but Central York's patient.
Here's what we were talking about with the easy pass. Just make the easy pass, make your cut. You don't need to score. Force the other team to have to do something. Kobe Green with his 2nd foul. And that's only the 6th now against the Wildcats.
They're going to attempt to try to foul Larry Hunt.
Oh, you're going to get the 7th foul right here. And that one will be against Kobe Green, who's had the last 3 fouls. And that will send Salter to the line. Alex Salter, who's not been there yet tonight. Salter's had a fine game tonight. He's had 3 threes for 9 points in this one.
He was just patient. He just took his shot within the offense. He took his shot when he had the opportunity. When the ball swung out to him, he hit it. He knocked it down.
How about this? 94% for the free throw line, Salter.
That's great.
Shows you why right there.
That's great.
94%. That's uncanny. He's missed 1 shot all year.
Wow.
Central York on a 21-3 run in the first quarter. Closest Dallastown got was 42-31 at the end of the 3rd.
If any other teams are watching this game for scouting purposes, do not foul.
Oh, just as we say that,
do not foul too.
Announcer's curse, right?
That's what happened.
His 2nd miss of the season from the free throw line. I still take my chances with him, right?
Yeah, we talked a lot tonight about Central York offensively. We haven't said a whole lot defensively. They have done a great job defensively as well.
They really have. Good stick back there by Kobe Green.
That's who they want to foul, is Larry Hunt.
Kobe Green with 18 points tonight as well. Had a good night.
If you can catch Larry Hunt. That's the difference.
So the foul again in the backcourt is Larry Hunt. Larry Hunt is an 84.6% free throw shooter.
Dallastown, their scouting report was yelling foul Larry. And so I don't know.
He's 2 out of 2 for the line tonight so far.
I don't know if that's why they thought maybe he has a shot at well tonight. Well, he knocked that one down.
He says enough of that.
I mean, they're literally saying foul 0.
6 points for him tonight. He handles the ball really, really well for them, starting their offense and being the first guy you meet on defense.
And he's perfect in this time at winning time because he handles it so well.
4 out of 4 from the line, not too bad either.
Well, I don't know why they say foul Larry.
A tough drive, pulled down by Geidinger. With Dallastown now, you don't want to foul. You're down by 18, under a minute to play. There's Salter. Now Central will go back into that relentless passing game.
Yeah, I wouldn't foul.
Yeah, I'm surprised you foul here. Kobe Green fouling. I'm thinking that maybe more out of frustration, or if maybe coach is working right now a little bit on saying, okay, here's how we do this. We get in another situation like this. Or it's a close game.
Could be, could be.
So Larry Hunt's going to go back to the line. That's going to be
there's 5 fouls.
5 fouls on Green, who leaves the game. And now the entire Central team will go off the floor. They'll get a curtain call, a nice ovation for the Central crowd. And back to the line will go Larry Hunt, 4 of 4 there tonight. Tough to say. You can increase your percentage today. He's at 84.6 already.
I don't know, man. This Central York takes care of Tuesday night for a Friday night big matchup against York. I like to see, York has not been challenged this year.
No, they haven't. So the next shot, not any good. First miss all night. Take it away. 16th turnover. Somewhat academic here. And then back on the other end it goes, and a good finish. Going hard to the basket is Michael Dixon. He gets his point, and he'll get a chance for 3 points. The tough way going back to the free throw line.
Michael Dixon is a sophomore.
So 32.8 seconds to go. This one in the can now for Central. That'll move Central to 5-2 in the division. Dallastown now goes to 4-3, and depending on what Northeastern does tonight, they could be tied for 5th in the division.
And that's the difference on one game makes you come on the road here and you play a really good Central York team, and they, you know, soundly really took advantage of you in some areas.
All new players on the floor now, and that one will be missed. Rebounded by Nate Ward just into the game now for the Wildcats, and then a missed shot. Rebounded again, will not go. One more time for Jaden Green. Jaden Green goes back in and says, I'm going to get this thing. He doesn't do it. And then pulled down by Central's Trey Swigert. And Swigert will go to the free throw line.
Well, yeah. At one point, it looked like Jaden Green was carrying the ball on 3rd and 1. Or, you know, he really cradled that thing, almost a little over-cradled, I thought.
You know what's really nice of both these teams, I was thinking about this, Todd, as we've been watching this tonight, is both of these teams have systems you can plug into.
Oh, yeah.
So you're not based just on talent each year, but you're based on, you know, a team kind of look. And so kids know what they're going to have to practice in the offseason. As Swigert knocks down his first points of the night. He's a junior, 6-foot junior.
When you walk away from this one tonight, you say, okay, what won this game? Well, Central York, limiting turnovers, patience, and execution. What lost this game if you're Dallastown walking away? Just sometimes not really getting on the boards when they needed to, and not getting the basket early on, I thought, hurt them.
Shot comes off the hands of Ward. Taken back. Long three. Not going to go. Yanked back again by Ward, and that's going to be it. 63, and they're going to count it. 63-46. Central's going to win this one. Going away, and we'll take a break. We'll come right back for our giant post-game show, our Hoffman Ford Player of the Game and our Pizza Hut Play of the Game, all here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rental, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your projects from start to finish. With 11 locations, Groff Tractor is always close by your equipment needs. Groff also offers 24/7 field service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
I can really buy local produce at Giant?
Yep, brought it in from our backyard. Well, not my backyard, but close.
Sweet. Find out about our backyard at giantfoodstores.com/local.
Giant, the official grocery store of the Philadelphia Phillies.
What were you thinking, Chuck?
You're not 18 anymore.
Is my leg supposed to bend like that?
6 months on the heating pad. I hope it was worth it.
I wonder if cartilage grows back.
Yep, that's gonna break right in half.
This looks so easy on TV.
Welcome back to our Giant post-game show here at Central York High School. And 63-46, your final score here tonight. Central winning it handily, and they didn't get the last two, but there's 46 points on the board. They gave it to them as Central walking out of here tonight with a big win. It puts them at 5-2 now in the YAIA Division I race and drops Dallastown to 4-3. And, of course, we'll talk a little bit about how big next Friday's game is going to be for Central York. But let's take a look, first of all, tonight at our Hoffman Ford player of the game. And this guy put on a clinic on how to move without the basketball and play in transition in the second half. He's Gabe Geidinger with 17 points. Todd, take it away.
He just did all the little things you need to look at. Back cut, layup. He ran the floor really well. He spotted up, hit some outside shots. Right here, you see him knock it down. Boom. Just watch every time he receives the ball. It's in rhythm. He squared his shoulders a lot. He got on the glass, too. And that's one problem Dallastown had tonight was they didn't rebound well. And they gave Central York, when you give Central York extra opportunities, they will score on it. They were already scoring out of their offense anyway. So you go back to your game film, talk about boxing out a little bit.
Braden Richard also with 15 points. He did a lot of his damage in the first half.
Right.
And then on the other side, you had Kobe Green with 18 points tonight for Dallastown, who never could quite catch up out of that burst out of the gate by the Panthers. Time now to look at our Pizza Hut play of the game. We love to spotlight hustle a lot of times, and here's one of those examples of a great hustle play that led to a basket. Hot.
It's hustle. First of all, says get on the ground. McMillan comes up as the recipient of it, getting on the ground, and this what happened. A little layup on the other side.
And give two in your heart to Trey Swigert, who dove with the ground, number 24, to get this started. Look at this. And just throwing it up in the air for his partner, and then saying, take off, Tyquez, get to the basket.
He tapped it up just enough for McMillan to get to the basket, and good hustle results in a good possession.
When you look at the scoring tonight, Central 14 of 36 from the field in twos, 7 of 13 in the three-pointer. We talked about shooting that three. They shot it tonight over half. I mean, you shoot the three at over 50-some% a game, you're going to win. And then 10 of 12 from the free throw line tonight. They put it all together here this evening for a really solid win. We want to thank all of you for joining us here tonight. And also, we got our next big game coming up next Friday. You're going to love it. We'll be back here in York County. We got York High, who right now is undefeated, going up against the same Central Panther team right here on this same floor next Friday night. And we're looking forward to bringing all that to you here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27. That'll be a 7:30 p.m. game. I want to thank a lot of people here tonight. Of course, Jim Gallagher, our super statistician, is with us all the time. Charlie Fortney, who was out there running around doing some great work and doing some of the commentary. We had John Holly tonight doing a lot of work here off the court. Marty Trimmer, the great AD here at Central York High School, who always helpful. Of course, Todd McCall, wonderful color commentator here. And Chad Edwards and our whole group out there, including Mark Leach, who is bringing these pictures all night long. We're so happy to be able to bring that to you here. And thanks to Jack Giambalvo tonight for being a sponsor right here in York County. Again, your final score tonight, 61-46, Central with a big win here. We look forward to seeing you again next Friday, everyone. Have a great weekend. You've watched High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.